Hi, my name is Lance and I am the CEO of TextSpot. This video is to help you understand crucial information about sending text messages from applications like TextSpot. The A2P or application to person text messaging industry has significantly changed over the last couple of years and even more recently in the last few months. This video is recorded in October of 2023 for reference. Wireless carriers now require any messages that come from software like TextSpot to be verified with them. So over the last few months, wireless carriers have implemented many more restrictions, which makes it more complex and time-consuming to get verified so that you can successfully send messages. This entire process is not TextSpot specific. If you want to send text messages from software in the United States or Canada, you have to go through this process. And we want you to know that we are here to help you. It is in TextSpot's best interest to help you get verified so that you can successfully send text messages. So, a few things that we want you to be aware of when you fill out your application. You have to submit a fully functional and active website or Facebook and Instagram page. Your website or social media profile is used to validate your brand so that wireless carriers know exactly who you are. They evaluate your website for details such as your brand company name that you submitted on your application matches what your website says, and does your website explain your brand well enough, what you do, and is your website fully functional, meaning you can't have a coming soon or under construction website. Number two, if you have a contact form or other form on your website that collects a mandatory phone number from those who submit it, you must include consent language with your form that alerts the user that they are consenting to receive text messages by submitting their information into that form. This consent language is required regardless of if you actually send text messages to users of the form. Again, huge frustration, we completely understand, but it is required if you want to be able to send text messages. Number three, you are required to have a privacy policy and terms of service link on your website that explains how you collect phone numbers and use them. This is probably the biggest hurdle and frustration because it may require you to make updates to your website. We also completely understand that you may not even use your website to collect phone numbers. You may be using TextSpot to send messages to internal employees, for example. Unfortunately, the wireless carriers do not care about that as an excuse. They want to see that information and they do not accept excuses. They will deny your ability to send messages without that information. So please bear with our support team when we make these requests of you. And we want to make it as easy as possible. We do have sample language you can use to add to a privacy policy or terms of use or service page. As frustrating as this entire process is, once you are verified, you will not have any issues sending messages, and this is truly going to be better for the entire industry. Carriers will not go back and review your brand after you've been approved. Again, this is new to the industry, and this is the new industry standard, and it is completely out of our control. We're just here to help you and make sure you can send text messages through our software. We're here to help to make sure that you can get past this vetting process. So once your application is submitted, which you fill out in TextSpot, we do an internal review to make sure your application is clean and has a high chance of being approved. Thank you for your patience, and do not hesitate to reach out to our support team to get help getting verified with wireless carriers.